everyone, welcome to today's video. It is the best foundations of 2016. I said I would do this for you. Did I? I did, right? I said I was going to give you a best of, and instead of just giving you kind of my end of year favorites where I pick one, I'm grouping things together. I might still make a best of favorites for 2016 that does kind of compile some other categories I didn't come up with. But because if you didn't see my palette video, check that out, because I am a palette freak, and so I made a best of palettes. And my next obsession is foundation. So I shop for a lot of foundation. So I guess I'm looking for that holy grail, and I guess, you know, I don't know if I'm ever gonna find it. Such a philosophical waxing by Frugi here. Yeah, because I'm always changing. I mean, I am not a machine. I am not plastic. My skin changes. So foundations suit me for different times. Yeah, okay. Wow, that's attractive. Let's see how many double chins. Right now, I will show you what I'm wearing right now. That is one of my favorites. And yeah, it's the first week of the new year, and I am sort of on a withdrawal of sugar and baked goods. So just, you know, if I start getting the shakes or delusions, just let me know, because who didn't binge on that? Also, apparently my skin doesn't like red wine, because for the last, I'm not a big wine drinker, but I opened a bottle on New Year's Eve, and I just have like a glass, maybe a glass and a half each night, and I have a lot of rosacea, like, yeah. And I was like, who don't like wine? So anyway, all right. My first choice. So these foundations I have picked, they are not necessarily new to 2016. Some are, some may be just new to me, but for whatever reason, I fell in love with them and I'm using them, and I will share which ones I picked. And don't sweat, we have all price spectrums. Alrighty, so today I am wearing the Makeup Atelier, if I said that right, foundation I bought on Beautylish. It is called Fluid Waterproof Liquid Foundation. And I have shared this a little bit with you guys, but I'm just like, why is no one talking about this more? Which I'm okay with just having it be my secret, you know? And I think Wayne Goss talked about it. So maybe that ship sailed, like everybody bought it, and then, you know, it just kind of got lost in all the new stuff coming out. But honestly, this makeup kicks ass. It is phenomenal. So I have two shades. When you get on the Beautylish website, and there are probably other places to buy this from, but I love Beautylish, and that is where I purchased it from. Ask them for help. They have an online chat that they will help match your foundation shade for you. I didn't do that, and so I just guessed. And my first purchase was this FLW2B. That's how they number them. And it's kind of, you know, I mean, it's a really good match for my skin when it's summertime and I have just like a little more color right here. And then this shade I got FLW1B, same, just one instead of a two. And you would think it's perfect for my winter skin, but it's a smidge on the light side. So I'm mixing the two together, and that's what I'm wearing today. And of course, if you don't want to buy two foundations and you have your sort of foundation shade mixers that, you know, I've talked about before, which I should follow my own advice and just do that. But I feel like it's my job to find you guys the shade that matches me the best, so I can share that information with you instead of just fudging it. But you know I do that too. So anyway, love this product. It's in the $30 range. It's phenomenal. It wears well. It gives good coverage. It is comfortable on my dry skin, and it doesn't look cakey, and that's what I'm gonna say. So also in that category is another 24-hour, this doesn't say 24-hour makeup, but long wear and full coverage, at least for me, is the Lancome. Why do I have everything in a box? Wow, just take it out and recycle it, Rebecca. The Lancome Tient Idole 24-hour ultra makeup. I wore this in my, my son does my voiceover, and I love how he's like, ooh, ultra. And then I put it on and he's like, if you want foundation to make you more pale, or whatever he said. And I thought that was kind of funny. I didn't realize how pale this does look when I first put it on, but that is just because right here it has so much discoloration. I have to put it on, and then it matches my neck after everything settles down and warms up, and I've got bronzer on and, you know, the whole thing. So yeah, it does look light on me. It is shade 210 Buff N. And it is, I want to say it retails for $47. You know, use your Ulta coupon when they have it without exclusion. So yeah, it's good stuff. The reason I like this is because this one is not Lancome. Lancome, a lot of people don't like it because they have continued to, you know, not declare that they're animal friendly, and they sort of keep walking that line of, you know, not being cruelty free. So yeah, but it is an excellent foundation. Next is Chanel. I reviewed this for you guys, and you guys loved it. And I love when I get on here and people are like, you're not very frugal. And I want to go, bish. I'm sorry, what? You know, and I love that because somehow, somewhere, I am supposed to be frugal, which I get that because of my name, whatever, that's an old story. I love it when I share an extravagant hussy product on here and you guys go ape for it and you buy it and you love it, and yeah, so tells me that it doesn't matter what something costs, it's all about the value of it. So the La Beige Healthy Glow Foundation, which was launched this spring, is a beautiful foundation. I have number 32 Rosé, and I tested this at Nordstrom. I got a sample of it to take home. I liked it. Then I went to a Chanel workshop they just had for customers, and it was phenomenal. I got the powder, I got the bronzer, I got it all. So if you like a kind of a semi-matte finish with a bit of a, says healthy glow, with like medium coverage, this is really nice. And you have a few bucks to blow, I suggest this because it's just, I have to say, I'm pretty much mentioning to you medium coverage to full coverage foundations. They all have somewhat, they're friendly to dry skins like myself, but they're not necessarily formulated with emollient properties. They're either just comfortable on my skin, but I don't worry about getting shiny. So if you're looking for major oil control foundations, I may not have a choice for you here. I'll just let you know that. Okay, something I have not shared with you guys, which I still might do a full feature video on, is this DermaCall foundation. And this stuff is industrial strength, heavy duty makeup made in the European Union. And it's called Film Studio Makeup Cover Prague. So is it made in Prague? It just says made in EU. Oh, Czech Republic. So this company is in Czech Republic. Now I got this on Amazon and I have shade 210 and 208. And again, I kind of, kind of guessed, and I will say that the 210 is really the better shade. This foundation, and I think it's because I just lost the cap. Okay. I think it's because of its phenomenal coverage that you really, the shade can look different on your skin than on like your hand. So this 210, you can just see it. Like it's that cream, thick makeup. It is theatrical makeup. It, you know, it's definitely not, oh, it blends right in like I'm not wearing any makeup at all. If you want something with full coverage, if you want to even blend it with something else to give you more full coverage, this is kind of that makeup. This reminds me of the continuous coverage from Clinique. It reminds me a bit of like Derma Blend. It's different than the L'Oreal full coverage that they just came out with, because that one, when they say like airy satin finish, that's true. This doesn't have an airy finish. It works really well if you prime the skin, blend this in, and then, you know, give a good powder to set it, and then go in with your makeup. So like I said, it's a heavy duty makeup. It still looks natural. It is not going to give you cake face. There are several reviews already on YouTube from around, and they love this makeup. Everybody loves this makeup. Toddy wears it. She puts it in her description box, but I haven't seen her talk about it in any of her videos, so unless I missed it. Anyhow, I wanted to share this with you. It's great. It's at Amazon if it's not sold out. Let's move on to affordable. Let's move on to drugstore slash Target. Yeah, drugstore. Okay, guys. I shared this almost a year ago. It was probably last February. I talked about the No. 7 Airbrush foundation. And then I feel like a few people out there on YouTube kind of jumped on the bandwagon, but I got it. I feel like it's one of those, every now and then, you guys, I love this, and call me out on this. I get it. I like to get credit, okay? And there are some things out there that I started using and no one gave a flip about, and then, because I'm a tiny little channel, I get it. But then, you know, I've been using it, I've been singing its praises, and then other people out there with bigger followings talk about it, and then people are like, oh my God, and I'm like, I know. So the Airbrush Away foundation, No. 7, you can get it at Target, or you can even get it at Ulta now. No. 7's at Ulta. Okay, it is. I love it. It does have this dropper. I have seen mixed reviews. I love it. Talk about like airbrush. Talk about just incredible like technology. This looks really dark, but yet it is the perfect shade for me. There is something super thin, and it blends, and it kind of feels like nothing on the skin, and you're going, I don't know, that is not for me. And then you put it on and you're like, you give it a minute, and then you're going, oh, wow, it really does. I feel like I need it on good skin days, only because I feel like when I have texture, it's not doing, it doesn't give me as much coverage as I want. But when I have just a nice smooth skin day and I put this on, I'm just like, I'm always blown away by it. It's so good. Oh, I did not share with you these come in tubes, which you saw. These all have pumps. Hi, yeah. If you don't have a pump, you're a loser. I'm just kidding. Okay. So, oh, you know what? Because I really do love my Estee Lauder. I really love that, and you guys know I did get a pump from MAC for it. I did not include it today, but honorable mention, Estee Lauder Double Wear. Okay, you guys, I did a bargain of the week with this, and I still stand by it. I love this e.l.f. Flawless Finish. Is that what it's called? I think they've changed the package since I've reviewed it, but it's this one is in porcelain. This, for the price, I think it's $6, is also has a pump and a glass bottle. What the heck? Is good stuff. It's good stuff. This mixed with this would be like, wow. I've actually been mixing this and the next product I'm going to tell you about. The, not that, yeah. The CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. This, oh, here's a matte. Here's an oil-free product. So if you're worried about oil control, here you go. This came out this summer and I love it. It is, they call it a BB cream. I feel like it's just a foundation. A BB cream usually has SPF in it, and it's mostly just for making the skin look flawless and then finishing with foundation, but we'll just overlook that. So it's not really the traditional BB cream. I think they're calling it that because it is not like a heavy it is not like a heavy foundation, and it's a little bit more than a tinted moisturizer. This has incredible coverage. I have shade 530, which is light medium, which I actually think I have the light too. So it is matte. This is definitely my summer shade. It is matte. It has excellent coverage without being heavy. It sits on the skin so nicely, and I love mixing it in with other products if I need a little more coverage, or I want something that has matte and I'm using, like, you know, something that's a little bit more luminizing. I'll throw that in just because I kind of like to play. Also, that came out this summer, 24-hour L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I love this. I actually do a lot of mixing. I use these together, which is so funny because why use a matte foundation with a glow foundation? But I feel like the matte gives me, I don't know. I don't find this to be too luminous. I don't find this to be too much glow. For me, it's perfect. And I love the finish of it. It's definitely, it says normal to dry skin and it's hydrating. I feel like it's hydrating, but I also don't feel like there's an oil slick. I wore this in the summer. It didn't make me oily. So definitely, you know, gauge that for your own, you know, your complexion. It says up to 24-hour wear. I got shade 202, which is their second lightest. I do like that these come in these tubes and not glass pumps. I'm always traveling. When I travel, I bring my L'Oreal Infallible foundations. I mix them. I don't know if you can see the difference. This is the CoverGirl. This is the L'Oreal. The CoverGirl is definitely more yellow, but then of course this is a more summery shade on me. So, and then this is like, you know, your basic neutral shade, and I love the finish on it. It really does do a good job of just making the skin glow and buffing out all the imperfections. I'm just, you know, just singing its praises. Okay, but everybody has a preference based on brand. L'Oreal, again, falls in the category of Lancome, so some people avoid L'Oreal products. CoverGirl, I think it's phenomenal what they're doing just for diversity. The fact that they have Ellen and they have their Cover Boy, I like that. I like that makeup companies are embracing change and kind of the way, you know, let's have older customers, let's have younger customers, let's have, you know, women of color, let's have boys if they like wearing makeup, let's do it all. So, and then some, you know, like this is made in China, so maybe that's not your thing. Some people probably can't find the number 7 line. I don't know. This is made in Italy. So yeah, I hope that's enough of a good selection for you without being overwhelming. I will list every product, every link below, and also below are any kind of affiliate codes. If you're curious, I will try to link what my getup is over here. And that is all. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that bell so that you get notifications of my videos during the week. I usually post about 3 videos a week with, of course, my bargain of the week on Fridays. Don't miss it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.